When I was little and it was time for me to unwrap my gifts, I always went for the biggest gift first. But as I've gotten older, I've learned that many times it is the smallest items that are ultimately the best. Today, I have 20 tiny travel essentials that could make a world of difference during your next trip. Let's go. Y'all loved my last tiny travel essentials video so much that I thought it was time I did a follow-up video. This time with 20 additional items that range from travel hacks to travel gear that could just save your vacation. Like last time, all of the items are about the size of my hand or smaller. Our first item is the Hero Clip. This has to be the most suggested item I've ever had on this channel, and the reason for using one was definitely the most controversial subject I've ever had come up. Who knew that hanging your bag on the back of a bathroom door could bring up so much passion? After so many suggestions, I, of course, had to purchase one for myself, and it has come in very handy. Although I haven't really used it on the back of a door yet, because since I bought it, none of the doors on the bathrooms have not had hooks. So I did use it a lot to attach my duffel bag to my carry-on suitcase while we were traveling throughout Japan. And I've used it to hang bags on the backs of doors and accommodations. But if you are one of the ones who suggested I get a Hero Clip, can you share your favorite way of using the Hero Clip in the comments below? Because I know there's a lot more to using it than what I have used it for so far. Our second item is foldable reading glasses. I know. This is the third video I've mentioned these in, but it's because they are so awesome. Tiny, lightweight, and so very functional, especially for those of us who absolutely need to have those reading glasses for menus and to see most of the stuff on our phones now. Now, this company does make versions that are ones that you just prop on your nose and don't have the arms. If that is something that you're more interested in, I personally like to have the arms on the glasses to, prop them on top of my head, which is how I almost always wear my reading glasses around. When you got sunglasses on, probably don't want to have those reading glasses on top of your head, huh? Item number 3 are the Peeps eyeglass cleaners. If you're wearing glasses or even sunglasses, the last thing you want is fingerprints, dust, and grime getting in your way of seeing all of the sights. The Peeps are the very best glasses cleaner I have found, much better than using the edge of your shirt or a Kleenex, and way better than the cheaper versions of the Peeps. They won't scratch your lenses or leave lint behind, making it still really difficult to see what you want to see. Hey y'all, Editing Christi here, just popping in to remind you that, like with all of my other videos, I will have all of these items linked in the description below and also the first pinned comment. They will be ordered by their corresponding number. So if you find something interesting and you want to go check it out, you can go down there and find the link. Also, while you're down there, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, if you could hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. Thank you again for watching, and let's get back to the video. Number 4 is something I wish I'd had traveling this summer, and it's this little daily pill holder. When I had a sudden allergy attack while we were out wandering around Tokyo, looking at the fish market and stuff, we ended up having to go to multiple stores to find the allergy medicine that I could actually take. Now I will never have that issue again because I'll always have my pills with me, along with some anti-diarrhea meds and maybe a little something for headaches and other little pains that you might get when you're out touring around. Number 5. This is a flat drain plug, and although this is bigger than my hand, it can come in very handy if you are a traveler who likes to do a little hand washing of clothes, especially underwear and socks. This plug will pretty much lay over the top of any drain, easily keeping the water in the sink or in the tub when you are washing your clothes. You can also put this over the drain in the sink in your accommodations when you're getting ready in the morning, so you don't accidentally drop something down the drain like an earring or a ring, which I have done more than once. Up next is something that is left over from my running days. I was so happy I had the foresight to bring this body glide with me to Japan. On those days that I was wearing shorts or a skirt and I was walking miles in the 90% humidity, this was a lifesaver, or rather a thigh saver. And if you're like me and have healthy thighs, Body Glide is fantastic for eliminating that chafing, and this little container is really convenient to carry around with you. Kleenex is something I cannot believe I left out of my last Tiny Things video, but I did. A little pack of Kleenex is always in my bag for that runny nose, runny eyes, or just to wrap up little pieces of trash like chewing gum you're tired of chewing. As I'm getting older and becoming more concerned about circulation and potential blood clots, I am trying to remember to bring and wear my compression socks on the plane, especially for those long haul flights. Since I tend to like to sit in a window seat, I end up sitting in one position for a very long time. And that is one of the most common ways that you might get a blood clot. With compression socks being an easy way to keep your circulation working, it really should be on everyone's packing list, because boy, that will ruin a trip quick when you get a blood clot. After getting caught in multiple typhoons during our Japan and Korea trip, I knew I needed to add an umbrella to my everyday essentials. I was so happy to find one that was so compact, but sturdy and would fit inside my purse. I don't know about you, but I hate getting bogged down carrying lots of things when I'm walking around the city. And I love this yellow. It's so bright and fun, and those are just great things to have when it's a jury day. These little doggy bags are so helpful to have with you, either when you are flying or just to have in your everyday purse. On the plane, you can use the doggy bag to collect all the little garbage pieces that you might create from like gum or energy bars or Kleenex, or the napkins that they keep giving you. Then you have to hold on to all that trash until the attendant comes around to collect it. Just use the doggy bag to collect all of that trash during your flight, and then you can just hand it over to the attendant at one time. And when you're out touring around cities, a lot of cities don't have as many garbage cans around anymore. So just to kind of keeping a collection of your little tiny trash in that doggy bag for you to throw away when you get back to a trash can, it keeps the city cleaner, and you're doing your fair part for Mother Earth. Another controversial item that was in my original Tiny Things video were microfiber makeup remover pads. And I heard you guys. Microfiber is not so great for Mother Earth, so I looked for another option. And I found these reusable bamboo makeup remover pads, and they actually work so much better than the microfiber ones did. You can just wash them. In fact, before you use them the first time, you need to wash them. Then you can use them and just keep washing them and reusing them over and over again. And they're made out of a renewable resource, bamboo. They're super soft. I really, really like these. This deodorant removing sponge is something I've been looking for my entire life. I am always getting deodorant on my shirts, especially my black shirts. I know. This thing is magic. I think it's especially important if you are traveling and going to be wearing the same shirt multiple times. Think if you get deodorant on it the first time you wear it, then you kind of feel like you're wearing a stained shirt for days. And this little sponge totally solves that problem. But if you want another solution for deodorant stains, just use deodorant wipes. I've been using these deodorant wipes when I travel for shorter trips all year, and I love them. They have a very, very mild scent, and they do not make my sensitive skin break out. You can throw a couple in your everyday bag, and then if you feel like it, you can always do a quick little freshen up while you're out and about. Again, another item I can't believe I didn't mention in the last Tiny Things video. A portable charger can absolutely save your vacation. We use our phones so much for directions and to store important information. It's almost a safety issue now if we let our phones go dead. Although this MyCharge portable battery is a bit on the larger side, there are many other options that are smaller, although with a little less charging power. But any way you go, a portable charger is an absolute travel essential. After running into limited power supplies at some of our recent accommodations, I decided to look into finding a reasonably sized option to bring along on future trips. The round design of this power strip allows for more items to be plugged in at one time, eliminating those crowding issues that you can have on those straight power strips, especially when plugging in camera battery chargers, because those things, man, they take up a lot of space. The last thing you want to happen at the airport if you are checking in your luggage is to find out that your bag is overweight and the airline is now going to charge you a ridiculous amount of money for that extra pound or two. This little luggage scale can literally save you hundreds of dollars in overweight charges. Just remember to take it with you because I always forget to pack that to take along. Over the past few years, I've had multiple luggage tags ripped off of my suitcases at some point during the whole loading or unloading process. I was so happy to find these handle tags that not only can't get torn off, but also protect your personal information because it's tucked up inside. And because they come in so many different bright options, it's another fantastic way to be able to spot your bag quickly when it's coming off of the conveyor belt. With so many cities and countries moving to ban plastic bags, it's a really good idea to carry your own packable shopping bag with you when you travel now. This could save you from having to buy a bag at the stores or worse, juggling all the items in your hands until you can get back to your accommodations. It could also be a lifesaver if, like before, you've overpacked and you need to eliminate some of the weight out of your suitcase. That extra bag can really come in handy. With an uptick in stolen identities and stolen credit card numbers through the use of digital scanners, it is really important to protect your information with a radio frequency identification protected wallet, an RFID wallet. This means that the bad guys using radio technology cannot read the chips embedded in your credit cards or on some of your IDs. Since most of these readers use a fairly weak signal, the RFID wallets include just a thin piece of metal that actually physically block that signal. I love these Buffway wallets because the leather is so nice and soft and they come in a rainbow of colors. Again, I picked yellow. I'm loving the bright yellow these days. Maybe it's because it's getting ready to be winter and I just want everything to be bright and happy. And lastly, this is something I use almost every day and from a vanity viewpoint can save the trip. And that is these Lumify Eye Drops. These things will get rid of all the red in your eyes. Over the past few years, I've had more and more of an issue with super red eyes. And sometimes I feel like I'm just walking around looking like a total stoner. These eye drops can clear up all the red in just seconds, and it makes me look and feel so much more refreshed and, well, just not stoned. If you want to see the original 20 Tiny Travel Essentials video, you can watch it right over here.